Trey Genko is involuntarily celibate. Since at least 2019, he self identified as an incel, men who harbor anger and hatred toward women for denying them affection and sex because they feel like they're entitled to that. Online incel groups often advocate violence toward women as revenge for the male's self imposed incel status. Trey Genko was one of those men, and he would take it several steps further. Genko planned a mass shooting and spent months preparing to kill up to 3,000 women, possibly at a university in Ohio where he lived. He posted to an incel site that he was active on. He expressed admiration for Elliot Rogers, who committed a mass murder before taking his own life and was also an incel. He referred to Rogers as a saint. He wrote a manifesto called A Hideous Symphony, the author's line of which read, Trey Genko, the socially exiled incel. The manifesto is bizarre, as they always are, but said that he would commit the slaughter of women, quote, out of hatred, jealousy, and revenge. I will take away the power of life that they withhold from me, end quote. A note he wrote said he should aim big and try for a kill count of 3,000. It's not clear if he meant only women or generally targeting women and whoever else might be in the way. He would call death a great equalizer, stealing a quote from Susanna Moody and authors who came after her. When he was drafting up his manifesto, he was also searching for sororities across Ohio. He would claim to be a student at Ohio University, but they've confirmed that he is not, and he never was a student at any of their campuses. Part of his plan, according to the manifesto and the note, was to get military training, though how far basic military training would help him is questionable. Thankfully, this guy wasn't a Green Beret or a Navy SEAL or Chuck Norris. For 4 months, he lived in Georgia, where he attended Army basic training. He was discharged by his performance and his conduct. Thank you, U.S. Army. He wrote another document entitled it Isolated. It may have been part suicide note, part note to other incels in case he was jailed. He signed it, Your hopeful friend and murderer. He seemed to understand that incels suffer under delusions, referring to himself as deluded and homicidal. He began surveillance of a nearby Ohio university then and did online searches for things like planning a shooting crime and when does preparing for a crime become an attempt. He looked up police scanner codes for Columbus and campus police at Ohio State. He was not even on police radar at that point. On March 12th, 2020, Highland County sheriffs get a call that Genko had locked himself in his bathroom in his house and threatened the person who placed the call to officers. The caller, who isn't named, said that they heard Genko cock a gun behind that door. They said that Genko had become erratic and violent over the months leading up to that March call, and they had also seen violent writing in his bedroom. So they searched his room and found the writings. Police then searched the trunk of his car, and they find a small stockpile of weapons, including a firearm with a bump stock, loaded magazines, body armor, and boxes of ammo. They found a Glock-style 9mm semi-automatic pistol without its manufacturer's marks and no serial number in a heating vent in his room. The day he planned to carry out his plot was May 23, 2020, according to the note, just 11 days after that 911 call. And that caller likely saved a great many lives. He was charged with attempting to commit a hate crime punishable up to life and 1 count of illegally possessing a machine gun punishable up to 10 years. He pleaded guilty to the first count in October 2022, and at the time we wrote this, his sentencing was set to February 29th, 2024. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.